morning, everybody. Welcome to Unity of Walnut Creek. Please feel free to rise in body or spirit and join us in our opening song.
Welcome to Unity of Walnut Creek service. My name is Bob Hardy. Thank you for being here.
And my name is Dana Schmidt. And please, I'm so happy to have all your little faces out there. Welcome. We want to greet and bless everyone who's watching online. Your presence adds to our spiritual community, and we are blessed and grateful to have you with us. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, and please join me in welcoming our featured musician, Karie Hillery's back. We have Dusty on bass and Lariah on drums. Yeah. And Diane was our Unity song leader this morning. Thank you for sharing your music with us. And please feel free to join Karie at her merch table on the patio after the service. She has a very nice setup out there. She'd love to chat with you.
And Reverend Christian will deliver today's message titled The Empty Cup, Open Mind, Part 2 of 5 of the Spaciousness series.
All right, and before we begin, I invite you to turn your cell phones to silent and enjoy the sacred service together.
And please, let's take a moment to be grateful for the land our center rests upon, the Bay Miwok and Ohlone land.
We honor the Bay Miwok and Ohlone people of today and are grateful for those who are stewards of this land before us. We commit to taking care of these sacred native grounds and Mother Earth.
Unity is a positive path for spiritual living, and our vision for the world is, and please let's say this together, we envision a spiritually awakened world where all life thrives in conscious oneness.
And our mission is who we have come here to be. We can share this together as well. We are a loving, inclusive community
expanding and living our dignity in the sacred service for all.
And our core values are love, connection, service, and wisdom.
And if you're here with us for the first time, I hope you feel comfortable. If you do feel comfortable, in doing so, please raise your hand so that we can deliver you a packet, a welcome packet. And in the packet, you'll find information. Oh, welcome. We're so glad to have you here. You'll find information about Unity and a $10 coupon, which you can use to attend a class or another event. And we invite you to visit our wonderful Welcome Center bookstore across the way after the service and receive a special gift. And we hope you choose to stay and visit with us after the service. Welcome.
Welcome. And, let's pull this out. Connection cards are available in the newcomer welcome packets and in the seat pockets in front of you. These are for everyone. With this card, you may submit a prayer request, and your prayer team will pray with you throughout the week.
And you may also share feedback or request information, and please place your card in the basket with the offering. And for those viewing online, connection cards available on the Watch Live page of our website. And, we have several activities to highlight this week.
Right. Would you like to deepen your ability to receive inner guidance? Inner guidance. Where is that inner guidance? Yes, all right. Come to the opening the Intuitive Gate workshop next Sunday, August 2nd, it'll be August already, with Dr. Will Tuttle, a formal Zen monk, an award-winning speaker and author. Through teachings, music, and visionary art of Madeline, access your deeper knowing and discover ways to use your intention and intuition in daily life.
That's wonderful. Do you like to sing?
Yeah, we all love to sing.
Yeah. Lift your voices and share the joy of music in community by joining Unity's choir. Yay!
Yay! Richard needs a bass partner.
Our fall choir session includes 7 weeks of inspiring rehearsals, culminating in a special Sunday performance on September 20th. Rehearsals begin on Thursday, August the 6th at 7 p.m. You can sign up on the patio following the service or email the office at unityofwalnutcreek.org to join us. Be part of something joyful and heart-opening this fall.
Yeah. And then also, if you're interested in deepening understanding and healing between the masculine and the feminine, visit Cat Hill on the patio after service to learn more about the Awakening the Reverence Between Us workshop, taking place October 15th to 18th in Grass Valley, California. Stop by to ask questions and pick up a flyer.
This week, we invite you to connect and learn with one of our ongoing groups or classes. On Wednesday at 7 p.m., experience Heart Math's cut-through technique, a powerful practice using heart intelligence and coherence for inner harmony and balance and healing.
And this evening, all men are invited to the men's group dinner. The group gathers at 6 and dinner begins at 7. I know there's been a lot of shopping and preparation. Thank you, John and Pat. All right. See you tonight.
You'll find details about these and many other opportunities in our new July ongoing events procedure. It's available outside on the tables in the patio.
There's one right here in the book,
Oh,
too.
sorry. Here you go. I'm not doing my stuff.
Be the man.
There you go. And as we prepare for our time of meditation, please join me in taking a conscious breath and affirming our statement of faith together. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. We will begin with music, followed by guided meditation and silence.
Reaching out with open hands, my heart longs to understand. Lean into empty space with a heart longing let go. I release. I embrace inner peace. Lifting up my empty cup, fill this weary heart with trust. Move beyond all pain and fear. All that I need is always here. I let go and I release. I embrace inner peace. I let go and I release. I embrace inner peace.
So let's find that beautiful breath. It opens us up to the letting go, release, and the peace. Every breath is an opportunity to refresh and renew, to even cleanse the mind and heart, our entire energy field. Can invoke the big breath of spirit, the life breath that we move and have our being within, as well as the very breath that moves through the lungs of our body. Know as we breathe, we're connected to all breath all around us in our world. The trees and plants that we exchange with. Syncing up of a breath between two or more. We are connected to the lungs of the planet, rainforests of the earth. And every breath an opportunity to empty ourselves. The breath out, an openness in the heart and mind. Move to that receptive place. See if you can allow a breath to clear your mind. Placing some attention there in the brain and just seeing what's present, thoughts, conversations, to-dos, projects, perhaps. You can let all those things rest for a moment. Give your mind a break. Let it become an easy, breezy space. Might even feel the expansion of your mind, relaxation of your neck and shoulders. Let that opening breath move through your body, your heart. Similarly, opening your heart up, taking a look inside, where there are feelings present, taking a moment to let them settle. Give more space to the heart. So let's enter our silent moments in the empty space, in the open space. Just a simple breath to guide us. An open heart, an open mind, a relaxed and open body. Silence. One more conscious, cleansing breath. Remembering we don't have to be in official meditation to live in the open space. We can empty our minds and hearts and open up our bodies at any time throughout our day. Moment to clear the mind. Just rest in the empty space. Fill the lungs completely and notice how the heart space too opens up. Throughout our days, let there be openness. And let us even embrace a little more emptiness. And so it is.
Reaching out with open hands, my heart longs to understand. Lean into this empty space with a heart longing for grace. I let go and I release, I embrace inner peace. Sing that with me. I let go and I release, I embrace inner peace. I let go and I release, I embrace inner peace.
Good morning. So you might not know this, or maybe you do, that we usually let our musicians know in advance what the theme's going to be. And Karie almost always, often, writes a song. So just thank you for your prolific self. So she wrote that meditation song for today. So anyway, good to see everyone. Welcome to those who are viewing online and outdoors. We've got clusters of folks outside. Looks like a nice little cafe going on out there. And so we begin with a very, well, I won't describe it. I'll just read it. 30 spokes meet at a hollowed out hub. The wheel won't work without its hole. A vessel is molded from solid clay. Its inner emptiness makes it useful. To make a room, you have to cut out windows and doors. Without openings, a place isn't livable. To make use of what is here, you must make use of what is not. That's the Tao Te Ching of Lao Tzu, verse 11. The translation is by Brian Brown Walker. The East has its traditions that really merit the idea of emptiness. In Buddhism, emptiness is considered one of the doorways to liberation. And in the West, we're a little bit different. Our culture and our traditions are a little bit different. And so this emptiness idea can seem like a little bit of a foreign concept. Did you hear about the story where the university professor travels from west to east? He wants to learn about Zen philosophy from this particular Zen master. And he's granted the opportunity. So the two of them sit down, and the professor begins to talk. And he shares some of his opinions, and then he gets kind of excited, and he begins pontificating about his opinions and his ideas and sharing all the knowledge that he has as much as he can, fit into the moment. And the Zen master just listens very patiently and kindly. And after a while, the Zen master, because he can't really get a word in, just gestures to see if the professor would like some tea, and the professor nods as he continues to speak. So the Zen master, very ceremoniously sets the cup down on the table and begins to pour the tea. And he keeps pouring, and it fills to the brim. And he keeps pouring, and he's pouring and pouring. And the tea goes over into the saucer, and then it spills onto the table, and now it's spilling over the table. And finally, the professor can't contain himself, and he says, "Stop! Look, don't you see what's happening? You're pouring tea all over the place. It's getting all over the floor. Can't you see it's already full?" And the Zen master just smiles and says, "Exactly." And he stops pouring. And he says, "Your mind is so full of opinions and ideas and knowledge that there is no room for me to teach you anything about Zen." So today is part 2 of our spaciousness series. And in this series, in this day, we empty our cups to truth. Do you find that your mind is pretty full? Yeah, a lot of yeses in the audience. That we tend to live, a lot of us, with a busyness of mind. We sometimes call the monkey mind, right? Or just the fullness of so much life and so much that this is kind of headquarters where we seem to run everything, right? That at least in our physical realm, that's what we're taught. Is your cup running over? And by that, I don't mean necessarily running over with goodness. I mean running over with too much. Too much information, too much to process, too much to navigate, too much to manage in life. Anybody feel that way? Yeah, a lot of us do. A lot of us are in that kind of space. So we come by this tendency very honestly in our culture. Emptiness is often seen as unwanted, as something we want to avoid at all costs. And a lot of times it's because it's connected somehow to this idea of death, as I mentioned. It's a fearful space, even, emptiness. Aristotle, the Greek philosopher and scientist, coined the term, nature abhors a vacuum. You ever heard that? The first time I heard it, and I heard it frequently in the early days of Unity when I was in prosperity classes, they would say this, nature abhors a vacuum. And the idea behind it was, hurry up and fill the space because something's going to come in there that you don't want, right? And it never really resonated with me. I was like, nature abhors does nature abhor anything? I don't think nature abhors anything. I've never observed that. In fact, and I don't see that nature dislikes an empty space. So it just never really made very much sense to me. I read actually recently, Tulane University scientists have been starting to see that actually this might not be fully true, that Aristotle thought, that nature might have a little more capacity for emptiness after all. But we don't need proof. It's more about our experience, isn't it? And I also found that it didn't really apply for me to prosperity. I have felt most prosperous in my life more often when it just comes unexpectedly, when I'm just open, right? Open to receive. I find it works better for me when I'm just kind of not in such a push mode of, but in that other space of co-creation, which is just more of a going about my business, but in a way that is more present and more open to the grace of the divine coming into life to fill that cup, so to speak. So I don't know about you. Has that been kind of your journey, a little bit of your journey, that you find those open spaces, that, dare I say, empty space, actually not something that is so abhorrent, but in fact something that can really help us in our prosperity journey of life? The prosperity myth, though, keeps on pounding on, right? That we continue to get this peddled idea that more is better, more is better. And so it leaves us then without that other side, that less is more. And in the less is more mentality or approach to life, we become far more aware of the sacred presence. And things flow in that way from there. Our thoughts and beliefs, are a big driver of how we operate, as we know. We talk a lot about this in New Thought, of the thoughts and the beliefs, the mind, the busyness of the mind, the fullness of the mind, all these things or what are we thinking and how are we aligning our thoughts and so on. It can also affect, obviously, our emotional being, our physical well-being. All of this can be a part of that driver. And while our brains are far more than computers, sometimes making that analogy can be helpful to keep things operating smoothly. Has anybody ever had a tech person tell you when your computer isn't working to do something really simple? Yeah, see, like almost everybody knows, right? Turn it off, right? Power it off. And then wait, right? They always say wait a few minutes. I find myself sometimes impatient in the waiting. I was like, okay, now let's turn it back on. Let's get going again, right? But wait a few minutes and then restart it, reboot it. And, if you're really having trouble, your inner tech may tell you more, like clear your cache. You heard of that one? That's sort of the data, from what I understand, that sort of floats around somewhere nearby so that if you need it, it'll rush in and provide you what you need. There's other terminology besides clearing the cache. There's stuff about cookies and things I don't totally understand. I only know one kind of cookie and I really like it. Or there's things about clearing your history. Clear everything you've ever searched for. It's interesting, though, isn't it, to consider that and then reboot. So what if we cleared the cache once in a while? What if we just, let go of the whole history search What if we said our whole spiritual journey we've been searching and we don't need to keep all those little bookmarks and things that we found along the way. We just clear the search. I met this guy once that said he was going to get rid of all of his spiritual books because if the wisdom was within him, he was going to just allow the wisdom to bubble up from him from now on. And I was like, oh, really? But it is that idea, isn't it? It's that emptiness. It's that emptiness that we tend to fear. And yet it has so much. Yet it holds so much for us. So much possibility in the emptiness. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind, Paul said. That's that refresh. That's that allowing ourselves to be renewed. So you can see that there is fear of empty spaces in the mind, but also in matters of the heart. Right? We tend to not want to give too much spaciousness to things. There seems to be a little bit of a collective energy to move on after loss, to get through the grief or whatever it is that we might be feeling. I remember my friend Jane came to me once and she said, I'm thinking I'm going to get a puppy before her dog, I think her name was Pearl, makes her transition because her dog was getting older. And I said, are you doing that because you're afraid to feel the loss? And she said, heck yeah. I don't want to feel the loss in my heart or in my home, she said. And so it's that kind of, we got to fill the space kind of energy that can stop us, right, from experiencing what is there for us that is rich and true and connecting and loving and so many other things. Just in the emptiness, just allowing a little bit more of that to be present. And there's other tender spaces of the heart besides grief that we can find 100 distractions to fill, right? Or more. There's always something that can distract us from our feelings. And so we're in a way encouraged to do so. Not in our spiritual journey so much, but in the wider culture, there's a lot of that available to us. And so on the spiritual journey, it's really a constant thing for us to remind ourselves of the underpinning truth, of what am I really after? What do I really want to experience here? Presence and love and connection and prosperity that comes from that overflowing space of beingness. And those things can't be available to us when we're moving full and fast and busy, or it's a lot harder anyway. So there's also this longing that we tend to, talk about longing in such a way, or the way that at least I used to think about longing was it was just sort of this achy thing for things that won't ever be fulfilled or haven't been fulfilled so far. And so, why spend much time there, so kind of pushing that away too. And then I had a teacher who said, no, go into the longing. And I was like, okay. And so I said, well, when I drop in, it's just like this big well. It's like this huge well. And she's like, okay, go in the well. So I went in the well, and I was so surprised. It was like warm, embracing, liquid love. It's like, wow, this actually feels really good. And she's like, yeah, longing's good. Oh, to put a fine point on it. So now I know longing is not a not havingness, but is a fulfillment in and of itself. So I went to see Amma, not the Amma that you might know that's more local, but Amma Sri Karun Mahi is her, I think is how you say her last name. This was at the Parliament of World Religions, the last time there was a Parliament of World Religions. And there was the opportunity to get a blessing from her. She's considered an embodiment of the Divine Mother. She's a great humanitarian in India and this Blessed Mother. And her, the approach is you just hold something in your heart that you want to have blessed, and you kneel as close as you can to Amma, and she touches your first eye. And so I didn't have a lot of expectation, but I thought maybe I'd feel like a blessing of love, like a washing through of love of some kind. And instead, I was so surprised. I felt like everything inside me, in my head and in my heart and in my, like everything that wasn't helpful or for my highest good just got like blown right out. It was just like, you know, if I could have put a sound to it. And then I was just suddenly like empty. And it was really good. Felt really good. It felt really liberating, like starting over in a way. And it was just a simple touch. So sometimes the divine blessing is the emptiness. You know, we are sort of wired and even in our spiritual teachings, to fill it, right? Fill the space, reach your potential, become, do something more, co-create something, fill it. But what if the potential rises out of the emptiness? And we're missing the boat by always being so fast and furious to figure it out and move on and make something else. So there's a piece, I think, in all of this, in our teachings, that we can benefit from bringing in a little bit of the East. Did you ever see the blown away guy, the Steve Stigman photo? That's a little bit like how I felt after that blessing, you know? It's like everything's behind us now. So this is an empty cup. Or is it an empty cup? I mean, would you call that an empty cup? I think it's an empty cup. Full of air. It's full of air. Full of life. Life, both. Space, yeah. So look at that. There's actually nothing to fear here in the emptiness. We don't have to rush to fill it with something to drink. Although it might be kind of nice just to kind of be with our thirst and go, ooh, a little anticipation perhaps. What's that? It's full of potential. Yeah. And air, somebody mentioned air. Air we often talk about in spirituality is the life breath of spirit, right? It's very sacred air. It's what, animates our being. And so this is full of life, as somebody said. Full of potential, full of possibility. And that potential isn't necessarily something we have to get busy to fill. We don't necessarily have to go to the store or go make something and fill it. What if we just were with it and let the living waters rise up when they're good and ready? And it's that kind of approach, I think, that is available to us. So I understand why the Fillmores, Unity's founders, studied Eastern religions and wove that into the Abrahamic traditions of the West and really created something new and different. And I see where, following the teachings of Jesus led us to a lot on abundance and healing and miraculous possibility and potential. And there's also this other piece. And it's in our Abrahamic traditions, but it's really clear in the East. And so it's coming together, really, of the East and West. The one thing, though, that we've shied a little away from that I don't find so much in our unity teachings is the embracing of the word and the concept of emptiness. And so I want to encourage us to consider that piece is important on our spiritual journey, too. To not be afraid of it, to embrace it, to allow it, to see it, to welcome it, and to notice that it has a lot of possibility for us. From the Tao Te Ching, verse 22, allow yourself to get empty and you'll get filled up. Having little, you can receive much. Having much, you'll just become confused. So this week, I want to encourage us to befriend emptiness, to allow that infinite good to come when it's good and ready. Let's say it together. I befriend emptiness to receive infinite good, and so it is.
excuse me. I can't seem to clear that out today. It's too full. But thank you so much for your message. I mean, the years that I've been allowed to walk this earth, I have learned that quietness gives me more peace, more understanding, and many more blessings than anything else, but I'm not always there. But we try. And thank you again for sharing that.
And with that, our prayer chaplains are available after this service to provide personal prayer support. If you're a prayer chaplain serving today, please stand. And our prayer chaplains will wear the purple stoles. Yes, they do.
And whether you have a joy or a concern in your heart today, praying with our prayer chaplains is a powerful opportunity to have your intentions held up in consciousness.
Yes, and thank you for your service this morning.
Yes.
Now let's open our hearts to the practice of giving. All right, I invite you to prepare your gifts as we align with the universal law of circulation. As we give, we shall receive. In truth, there is no lack or limitation. Abundance is our true nature.
And for our convenience, there are several ways to give financially, to give to this community. Shown on the screen in front of you. For those who are watching online, there's a donate button on the Watch Live page. And we encourage everyone to set up regular and automatic giving to Unities using your bank's free bill pay service.
Yes. All right, with that, I invite you to take your tithe, your offering in your hand and in your heart, and repeat our affirmation with me together. Divine love, one with me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am joy-filled and grateful. So it is.
All right. Come on down. There's still lots of space in those baskets. That's good. I think it's one of the first times I've appreciated all the space that is in the baskets after that talk. And so we know there is room in us to give, and there is room in us to receive, and there is room in our ministry to grow and to expand, and also to simply be exactly where we are, in the presence, in the openness, and the allowance. So let's bless this good together and give thanks for the absolute good that fills our lives and for the spaces between. Together, we give thanks for the ever-increasing, constant flow of absolute good in our lives now. So it is. All right. Well, the kids are here. Come on in. Let's sing them up.
We are a circle of love. We are a circle of light. Come join the circle of love. Come join the circle of light. The light in you and the light in me are one. The light in you and the light in me are one.
Good morning. It's on. Hello, happy Sunday. We are gearing up for summer camp. We're very excited. We have 21 kids registered and a whole group of volunteers, and we've had wonderful donations. We're sending 3 kids on scholarships, and we're just so excited and blessed. And today we kind of tapped into that energy, and the kids want to tell you what we did today.
We talked about God, and we had to go pick 2 things, and one would represent God and one would represent ourselves and how we are one.
Yep, those 2 things, yeah. And I think Evie was going to share her things.
So, and what I did was I made a God a tree because he's calm as a tree, and I made me a rock because I'm as strong as a rock. And God can help me grow, so he holds me.
Oh, that was beautiful. Thank you. I was just taking it in and thinking about like how powerful object lessons are.
Yeah, they really are.
I also wanted to share that Allison went to a training she was telling me about in the region recently for youth ministry. And I loved what you shared about how the other ministries that were present, as she was sharing about our youth ministry, they were all pulling out their notebooks and taking notes and saying, wait, what, you do what and how? You have a summer camp? How does that work, you know?
It was really beautiful to share that with them.
Yeah.
So just like, you do fundraisers and they get blessings, and was just in awe of what we do here. And it was really, what a wonderful feeling to share how wonderfully grounded and thriving our youth ministry is. And it's been a wonderful thing to be a part of. I'm so proud of us.
Could everybody hear what she said? You didn't have a mic. All right. Well, thank you, Allison, and thank you, all of you, volunteers and kiddos alike. Let's bless everyone, and we'll bless you all also for the week.
All the blessings this week.
Yes, we look forward to next Sunday hearing about the amazing week you're all going to have together. So let's bless them together. Children, youth, and teachers, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the divine light within you. And now, if you prefer to stand, you are welcome to as we close out in song. If you want to hold someone's hand, you can put your hands out. If you want to be in your own space, just put a hand on your heart. Do you want to hold? You are the spaciousness, the receptivity, the emptiness on earth right now. So let your cup be open. And let's have fun and spread joy.